Have any of you ever had an elderly friend that has touched your life in ways you never thought possible? I never thought that a 79-year-old man who could barely form a sentence would be one of the closest people in my life. Hi, my name is Shelby Handlin. I'm 17 years old, and I'll be describing how Larry D. McNett has touched my life in ways I never thought possible. Many of you may not know, but Larry and I spent the last 6 months of his life together as I cared for him at Springview Manor. I will never forget the way he made caring for him the best part of my day, his voice and the quiet he left, and the emotional challenges he faced due to COVID-19. Let me begin by describing how caring for Larry became the highlight of my job as a CNA. If you care for anyone, if you've ever had children or you babysat, you know that you're not supposed to have favorites. However, that was not the case when I cared for Larry. Most days, even before I clocked into work, I would check on Larry first. Although I kept a good eye on all my other residents, I made sure to keep a special eye on Larry. Larry and I were awfully close during our time together. We would often enjoy the afternoon sky, sing together, watch John Wayne in my downtime, or look at tractor magazines. He would not stop hollering until I looked at the tractor he was looking at. Although Larry and I were close in our time together, there was always a language barrier that I had to break through to understand what he was trying to say. All of you have heard a loud and booming voice travel down halls, whether that be school halls, work halls, or hospital halls. Whenever Larry would speak, the few words he could get out, his voice would travel down the halls and ricochet off the walls, letting it known to everyone that he needed something or simply wanted attention. Now, when I go to work, the halls seem quiet without his attention-getting shouts. Most times, Larry and I would sing together. Although he could not say much, that man could sing. And everything he said would make anyone's heart warm. Most often we would sing "You Are My Sunshine," and after we'd sing, he'd grab my hand and say, "Wonderful, Larry, wonderful." Wonderful was another one of his key words that he used, and that word will always belong to him in my heart. We would also sing "Jesus Loves Me" together, and he would say my name along with a few other aides' names. But whenever he said my name, he wouldn't say Shelby Handlin. He'd say Shelby Hamburger, and he would just laugh and laugh, his laughter filling me with joy. Although Larry filled everyone with joy that he met, his meeting new people came to a halt when he was told he could no longer go on outings due to COVID-19. Coronavirus caused his family to stay outside of the doors, and that meant, for the time being, we were the closest thing, I was the closest thing he had to family. We could not begin to understand what it would be like if we were told we could not see our family due to a virus, especially when that family is your husband of 58 years or your father. Although Larry is no longer with us, I know that he is plowing the fields in heaven, and I can't begin to imagine how golden the wheat is and how white the cotton glows. Larry D. McNett, we all miss you down here, but I know you're doing great up there, and you will forever be in my heart. Thank you for listening to my speech.